The death penalty is on the table for Kohberger since this crime took place in Idaho. As King 5's Maddie White explains, it's considered a maximum penalty for guilt in this case. And she joins us live from the newsroom to explain. Maddie.
That's right, Joyce. And lethal injection is permitted in some cases in the state of Idaho. And the county prosecutor will ultimately make the determination of whether or not the death penalty is pursued here. But he's staying quiet, and for a reason.
The maximum penalty for this offense, if you were to plead guilty or be found guilty, is death or imprisonment for life. Do you understand?
Yes.
The question of whether the death penalty will be pursued goes to this man.
We are limited on what we are allowed by the courts to say outside of the courtroom.
But he's been put under a gag order.
There appear to be indications that the magistrate judge does have some concerns about information that could be released to the public and therefore prevent us from finding an unbiased jury for this case.
So is the case against him strong? Another University of Idaho law professor describes what he feels they have on Kohberger.
Surveillance footage and DNA evidence and cameras and phone locations and all these type of things.
But he says there are holes the prosecution is undoubtedly working to fill.
Direct evidence of him committing the crimes, it's circumstantial, right? There's not a witness who sees it.
Still, the prosecuting attorney expressed optimism.
This is not the end of this investigation. In fact, this is a new beginning.
Ann Newton, a professor at U of I, says the community of Moscow took a big sigh of relief late last week when a suspect was finally arrested. But he wants to remind people still to share any information they might have about connections between the defendant, Kohberger, and the victims with police. He says this information is still extremely useful as prosecutors and the defense are in the process of collecting evidence. I'm Maddie White. Back to you.